Today it's all about getting things finished. And sometimes things aren't always as finished as you want them to be. If that sounds like something that you might be interested in, grab you a project, grab you a drink, and hang out with me for a few minutes. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I am glad you're here. Technically, it is almost 7 o'clock at night, but you probably will see this in the morning. I release it in the morning, so I always say good morning. Did I say it was 7 o'clock at night? And this has to be uploaded and ready for my members tonight and for everybody else tomorrow. If I were to start, I'll talk about that here in a minute. So, I did get my, alright, so I have my knitted hand towel and Tina's hand towel. They are still very damp. And the way you know this one is mine is I have a boo-boo right there. Now, in some video that I have edited but not put together in a full video, a clip, I show you that I messed up. But I don't mind. I was going to leave it because I was kind of like up here, I think, when I noticed that I had made that mistake. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. But I really do love how the color came out on these two. And this is Peaches and Cream. Lavon something. It's Walmart. It's basically literally sugar and cream. Hang tight. Let's see. I will get that for you for those of you who are new. Peaches. Ooh, I cannot type. Peaches and Cream yarn. Colors. So it's what is that color? It's almost, it sounds like it's very French. I can't think of the name. It's like a lavender. It's a play on the word lavender, I think. And I can't think of the right name to type in, and it's not coming up anything. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Hang tight. Let me click on it. It looks like it anyway. Come on. It's not giving me... the picture is the right color. So let me go to Walmart. I guess that's the place where, since I bought it. Fleur de Lavandra. Okay, so basically like purple flower maybe? I don't know. But when I bought it, I thought it was a very beautiful Easter type soft pastel color. And Tina claimed a hand towel, a knit hand towel in it. And I loved it so much when I was working it up for Tina that I bought me some and made me one. So now they are done. I have set their colors and everything. So they are ready to go. Little bit more drying time, but I couldn't wait any more. I couldn't wait any longer. Like I said, it's 7 p.m. It is time for me to go to bed. Did y'all hear that? I know I was babbling, but let me tell you something. It's been raining on and off all day. Mother Nature is very confused. It'll be bright sunshine and then literal black clouds and then downpour. Deluge downpour. Okay. So, you know the fabric that I showed y'all Monday, which was yesterday in my world because I didn't film it until the day of. I couldn't wait to work on it, so I made this. And Fatima, if you like this one, let me know. If you like that color combination, let me know. And if anybody else would like one, let me know. Because Fatima, I was trying to email you back on the email that you provided on the website, and it did not, it kicked it back to me. So I emailed you from an order that you had placed once before. So I'm hoping that that email got to you. If not, message me on just email me. The link is down below, or my email address is daybreakknotsandknits@gmail.com with an email that you can check, because I seem to be having some trouble with emails lately. But I love how the burgundy just accents, and these are peonies. Don't feel bad, Macy. I couldn't remember what they were either, but they are peonies, and that's these right here. Now, these right here kind of do resemble poppies. So you wasn't too far off on that. But, and Suzanne, if you want a tote, you just let me know, okay? I don't mind doing one. Now, I ran out of time. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I will continue to work on this bag later tonight. But for now, I needed to record before I lost all sunlight. But I did make the tie-dye. Of course, it has not been finished. I still have to add my liner and all that good junk. And my drawstrings and yeah. But this is what it will look like. Isn't that beautiful? I love how that turned out. I think this is too gorgeous. But y'all know me with blues and purples. So that both of these will be, when they are done, well, when the blue tie-dye is done, I will get that, both of the pictures taken and get them uploaded on the website if you want. If you would like a different top and bottom, you let me know. My website is always linked right down below. Shameless plug, I know. But, now, I meant to grab one of the huge zucchinis that I got out of my greenhouse. That is it for this. The finished objects that I've done. And technically, I know this is not a finished object, but it's very, very close to being finished, right? And y'all have to excuse this. This is me working all day yesterday and all day today. And I just put my hair up, you know. It's clean, but I had to put it up because I didn't want to mess with it. I was in serious work mode. Alright, so what I was going to tell y'all about. Yesterday, when I was recording that video, I was telling y'all I was icky, and y'all, the rain followed us from Tennessee. I even told Hannah that, because I seen her, she posted something on Instagram saying that, you know, they were promised downpours and they weren't getting any. Well, I told her, I was like, it was raining in Tennessee and it followed me home to South Carolina, so you can have it, come get it. And I even did a little video out the window earlier and said it to her. I said, come get it. And she's like, I'm so jealous. I'm not. Dude, trust me, you wouldn't be. Because I kid you not, I did have to run to town to get some more fabric for something Meredith asked me to make her And I kid you not, it was sunshiny when I left. It was sunshining when I got to town. I went into 2 different stores, and by the time I came out of the second store, which was maybe 15 minutes all told between the 2 stores, well, maybe 20 minutes, I come back out, I go to get in the truck, and I look behind me, and it's pure black clouds, and I'm like, good golly, sun's still shining on me now, okay? Sun's still shining on me. And I'm thinking, you know, what in the world is going on? So I called my daughter-in-law. She needed some fresh dill because she's doing refrigerator pickles. And I had gotten her some garlic, but they didn't have any fresh dill. So I called her and I said, you know, do you want me to go down here to this other store? She's like, no, I know you're busy. You got work you have to do. So don't worry about it. I'll get it later. And that conversation took maybe 2 to 3 minutes. By the time I got off the phone with her, I was probably 5-6 miles away from that last store, and I turn around and there's a wall of rain coming at me. Almost, it was coming diagonally, you know, because I went to get over in the other lane, and I happened to see that big old wall, and I'm thinking, Jeezy Pete, that's going to be a lot of rain. And it was. All the way home. I was getting pretty good time on the interstate, but let me tell you, there was some people, and I understand, not everybody can drive in the rain, and not everybody's comfortable or has good vision to be able to do that. I'm in this beast of a truck. My tires are square on the ground. I'm getting good traction. I'm not hydroplaning at all. And trust me, y'all, I hydroplaned and wrecked my Monte Carlo. I had a 79 Monte Carlo. And I ended up running it into an embankment. Thankfully, I wasn't hurt. My cousin wasn't hurt. She was like 8 years old. The only thing was I dented the front fender. I dented, you know, the front quarter panel. I dented it in, and I was able to pull that back out. But so after that, I was always very careful because I was always scared of hydroplaning and wrecking. So if anybody has a reason to be scared to drive in the rain, it's me. But I'm going down I-20 at a good 60 miles an hour because I know that the truck's tires are they're solid. I'm not slipping. I'm not sliding. I have good traction. I have plenty of vision that I can see because I have Rain-X windshield wiper fluid in my in the canister. I keep it in all of our cars. My whole family uses it because I started using it, and I'm like, y'all, you have got to do this. It works better than windshield wipers when it's really heavy rain. Now, if you're going about 40 mile an hour, which I later did have to do because I got behind traffic they were terrified. Because there were some big trucks, and they didn't want to pass the big trucks, and yeah, it was a whole thing. So, I did end up having to use the windshield wipers because the Rain-X doesn't really work well if you're not going at a good little speed, 50, 55. You know, it'll get it going off your windshield really good, but anything lower than that, not so much. And I did not bring me any knitting in here because the last time, Monday, I was working on my, actually I think that's Tina's. Nope, that's mine. And the reason I can always look right there. I was working on this, and now I've finished it. So say, I need to bring out my other stuff. But I have a couple exciting things coming down the line. And when I flesh it out a little bit more, I'll let y'all know what I'm going to be doing. I still have not edited the 2 groups of clips that will end up being 2 separate videos. I've edited them. Well, I've edited one. But to me, it feels very disjointed. So I think I might just hand it all over to my son and say, make this look good, because he is good at that. He can make some clips look good. So yeah, the dark clouds are rolling back in. But I'm not kidding you. When I got home, I went and ran the garlic down to my daughter-in-law. I came home and it started to ease off. By the time I got all the stuff in from the truck, the sun was starting to peep back out. And the sun stayed out for about 20 or 30 minutes. Blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. You know, I was like, okay, it's done. I come in here, I get everything together, and I'm laying things out so I can cut for the bag and everything. And it goes dark because I don't have, you know, I have a little light right here, you know. See how bright that puppy is? But I don't have an overhead light yet because I still have yet to, ooh, I think I hit the, hold on. I don't have the, I didn't replace the fan yet to get me a better overhead light. So when it went dark out there, I'm like, what in the world? Pure black sky. Not even 5 minutes later, a deluge again. So it literally went rain, deluge, sunshiny when I left, deluge as I was coming home, sunshiny after that. Then it went absolutely heavy, and that's when I sent that video to Hannah. I was like, come get it, please, because that was like the third time it had downpoured today. Now, yesterday I told y'all that I had to deal with some stuff in my greenhouse, and I did. Lord, I did. Let me tell you, zucchinis that are this big. In fact, I'm going to get my son to put a picture here that I took this morning. And I'm going to tell you, the smallest is about the size, the length of this, and about that much more round. That's the smallest that I got. I don't know if they're going to be any good. I've never grown zucchini, so y'all tell me. I've eaten zucchini, but I've never eaten raw zucchini, so I don't know. My plan was to, because I use a lot of frozen zucchini from the store, so my plan was to slice them and freeze them and use my own zucchini, my own frozen zucchini. But once they get that big, and I did really mean to bring one in. The biggest one is about like that, about that big around, almost bigger than a baseball, almost like a softball size, and about that long. So let me see, where's the 10? Probably about a good 12 to 13 inches long. And I don't know if it's any good, so I may go back out tomorrow. I did get all my tomatoes re-strung back up. End up breaking one. But I have like 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 10 cherry tomato plants. So if I only broke one part of it off. So hopefully it doesn't damage the entire plant. But if it does, y'all, I have 9 more. And I did all this in between deluges this morning. I tell you what, it was so funny because I'm sitting here trying to figure out, I'm like, what am I going to do with these big old zucchinis? Okay. Because usually I use them in sheet pan meals. I have used them in my salads. There is a spicy chicken skillet thingy that I do with broccoli, zucchini, onions, bell peppers, and a saute all that together, and then I put some chicken in with it and a little bit of red pepper flakes. It is so good. And all of those things help metabolisms run a little higher. So anyway, help me. If y'all have ever grown zucchinis, teach me. They're exploding, and I think I need to harvest them when they're smaller than this, around, and probably about that long. I don't think I need to let them get too long, because the longer they get, the bigger they get. But I wasn't here. They were like itty bitty guys when I left, and now they're like that after 4 days. That and all that rain. So I'm like, But anyway, I do need to go down. I did cut my water off yesterday before I filmed, because I knew that I did not need that timer going off. So I went ahead and cut that off. I probably won't need to cut it back on for a couple more days, because those beds are saturated. I have some cayenne peppers and some more bell peppers that I need to plant. And it's like, I don't know if they're going to survive. The bell peppers that I have now haven't even had a chance to flower, because those big zucchini leaves. So I'm going to trim all that back and let the bell pepper plants get some nice sun when we get some. Because I don't know when we're going to get it. But anyway, like I was telling y'all, it might take me mid-year to do the things in June that I wanted to do in the other J in January. But hopefully I will get in kind of a rhythm. If not, maybe it'll be a chaotic rhythm. That I have a guide of what I want to bring to the channel, and not a strict and, dedicated, like Monday this, Tuesday this, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's no way I can do a 5-day week. I will leave that to Jennifer over at Cinnamon Stitches, because she is the queen in that regard. I will stick to three videos a week, which is very, very hard for me to pull off right now. But what I do know is that I will have yarn or fabric. I'm going to alternate, kind of like Hobby Lobby, but no. 1 week it'll be fabric, 1 week it'll be yarn. And what I would like to do is, in correlation to whatever the previous week's was, have something related to that. So if I show you fabric this week, instead of like, yes, I know I just showed y'all this yesterday, or yesterday in my world, Wednesday in your world, then I want to be able to show you something made with that the following week, so that I don't put that kind of deadline on myself, because I really did want to get these made for this video. And then if I show you yarn, on the week that I show you the yarn, I'll show you the previous week's fabric makes. And then on the weeks that I show you fabric, I will show you the previous week's yarn. Something made with that. Is that confusing enough for you yet? I'm confusing myself, y'all. But anyway, I think that's all that I have to cover. And I'm trying, I know this will be a little bit shorter of a video than y'all are used to for me, but I'm trying to beat, I see very dark clouds, and every now and again, like I see a split in it right now, to where the sun is reflecting off some higher, whiter clouds. So I have no clue what the lighting situation is doing, and I just ask for your forgiveness, because this was taking my recording time down to the wire. But hopefully I can get my stuff kind of settled now that we got rid of the backhoe. We've done my grandson's birthday getaway. Now I can get back to business. Oh, let me tell you. The ambulance people won't work with me at all. I can't even do payment plans on that. I'm like, what you gonna do? Squeeze blood out of a turnip? So the little bit that I have in savings is probably gonna have to go to that. Because I don't want them to turn me over to collections. So, oops. That should not have done. Okay. Hang tight, y'all. I know that's not as good, but you know, this thing should not have died so fast. I had this on charge, and I just took it off charge before I started videoing. Oh, I think I see the problem. I don't see. Hang tight. Oh well, I'll fix it in a minute. I don't think it's plugged in anymore at the wall because I'm plugging it in there and it's not coming on. I think I see the problem. Hang tight. Ah, now I have a little red light. That's why it died. Because it was running on residual charge from 2 weeks ago. I don't know when that happened. Or that could have been yesterday when the kittens, they snuck in here when I was trying to leave out. I tell y'all, them kittens missed me so much and I missed them so much. I was so glad to be home. My kittens, they found the right home. That's for sure. We match each other because they hate to be separated from me and I hate to be separated from them. But it was a good time, so it was worth it. All right, wait a minute. This might not be sold. I might have to make another one of these. Yep. So this will not be finished. I'm going to rip this apart because it has got, yeah, all right. I messed up, you know. There are bound to be oopsie bags every now and again. So actually, I might put a liner in this and keep it myself because y'all know I said I love tie-dye. So it might be an oopsie bag that becomes my bag. It's sturdy, it's fine. It's just a visual thing that I don't like and I'm not going to sell. So if you do want one of those, let me know. I will go ahead and get another one made and put on the website. Now. Sorry. Sparkling ice. To the rescue again. I was going to tell you something. Now I can't remember what I was going to tell you. I have not touched my nephew's quilt for his baby yet. I do know his name. I know his full name, his birth date, obviously, because he was born on May 18th. And his birth weight and his length and all, and that's what I'm going to, either I'm going to do it or I might talk my daughter-in-law into it, embroidering it on there. It would be nice to have something, you know, just kind of a combination effort. So I might get her to do that. And then I can get it all sewn together and put the batting in it, do the batting, and then sew all 3 layers together and then put the binding on it. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I want to see it finished because I want to allow myself to start my quilt, or actually my other great nephew, the Georgia Bulldog quilt. I hope my niece is not looking at this video. Actually, I will tell her, do not look at... I will grab a thumbnail or something and send it to her and say, do not look at this video. Or at least cut it off before the last 5 minutes. Anyway. Oh, what I was saying is I'm not going to start any other quilt until I get that one done, because that takes up a lot of real estate on my table. Even folded like it is, it takes up a lot of real estate. And I'm ready to have all of my table back. All of it. I have my laptop right here in this corner, which I need to have a place for it to sit. I used to have a table. Actually, I have a desk that my TV is sitting on right behind the camera. But my TV sits on it now. And I have my sewing machine box here on my rolling cart. And I could close it and put that on there, but I leave my sewing box open because I use so much out of it all throughout my day. So, if y'all have any recommendations, let me know. I do have a project coming up that I want to do, that I want to take y'all along for the ride. And that is making me a replacement ironing board. This is just a little cheap Walmart ironing board that has seen better days. And I have all the stuff, and I've told y'all once before that Donna Jordan's husband, Matt. I think it's Matt. My brain is fried today. He made him and Donna some ironing mats, basically. Now, I need it to be... I don't need one as big as they have. Or have had. Donna had. I don't need that big, because my cutting table is not the industrial sizes that they had. But I do want it a little bigger, a little deeper than this, but just as long. And I have plywood, I have Insulbright, I have plenty of cotton, so that's a project that I'm going to be taking y'all on probably pretty soon, because I really need to, I mean, this thing doesn't want to stay on anymore, you know? And I think it's because I've washed that cover so many times that the little string doesn't want to tighten back up anymore. So, it is what it is. But if you're still here, and I know a lot of you tell me that you are, if you're still here at the very end, thank you. I do hope that you find some joy in your day. I do hope that even if you have deluge rain, that you get some sunshine. And those black clouds are now way over there without giving me any rain. Thank you. But it's going the wrong way. It's going toward Columbia. It's supposed to be heading that way, actually. It's supposed to be headed that way, south, so that it can go to Florida, to Hannah, so that she gets plenty of rain. She said her magnolia tree is suffering. So y'all do whatever you have to do to send that rain down to Hannah. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you on Friday. Until then, take care of you and enjoy yourself the best way you can. I'll see you then. Bye.